I love new beginnings. They can be scary, but they can also be invigorating. They're so full of possibility. Normally, we make so many excuses for why we don't embrace possibility, for why we can't change. Sometimes the change is actually difficult, but most of the time, it's just our mentality about the change. It's that it's so hard to imagine ourselves as the person who works out consistently, or the person who takes risks, or the person who forgives. So we convince ourselves we can't do it. But a new beginning is a chance to shift this perspective. For some reason, it's easier for us to embrace change at the beginning of something, the month, the week, the day, and in this case, the beginning of a new year. A new year is a chance to reimagine yourself. Last year, I used Year Compass as a way to do just that, to close out the year and plan the next one. It's a downloadable booklet that you can print out and fill out by yourself. In preparation of filling out the booklet, it's recommended to find a few quiet hours for yourself, prepare a hot drink, and then proceed to answer the questions. There are so many products, apps, and methods to aid your review and planning at the year's end/beginning, but it really doesn't matter what you use as long as you're heading into the new year with intention. I closed out 2018 and entered 2019 with increased commitment and focus. I narrowed my attention and focused on identifying the most valuable parts of my life. It was a year of doing. Not everything was perfect, but I pushed myself to do things I was scared of, things I thought I would be judged for, things I thought I just didn't have time for. I also messed up. A bunch. I fell short of goals. I failed people. I hurt people. I hurt myself. But that is an unavoidable part of life. The important part is to take time to reflect, try not to make the same mistakes, and be gracious to yourself throughout the process. Going into the new year, I plan to focus on the things that make me a better person, contributing to my community and embracing responsibility, giving to my family, friends, larger community in France and in Canada, as well as my online community. Also, just being a good leader, being generous, and being present. So finally, going into the new year is not so much about reimagining a whole new person, but just building on where we are. But here's the thing. Although new beginnings give us the feeling of being able to start new and readjust perspective, we're able to do this at any time. We can take this attitude of intention and dynamic growth into our everyday life and apply it at any moment. Year Compass's final piece of advice when they're laying out how to fill out their booklet is congratulate yourself for finishing the booklet, for taking the time to be intentional about your life. And that is so important. We need to acknowledge our steps of growth, no matter how small. I do this after I meditate and after I stretch. Acknowledge that you showed up for you. Be kind to yourself. Recognize your effort towards cultivating your best you. Happy New Year.